Hey everybody, so Saw Part A. It amazes me how people will be quick to say to me via email, "Oh, you're just so negative. You're so negative. What you show on your channel, it's crazy." However, it's on 48 hours. It's on the news. But you know what they don't say is negative? The fact that women are being killed. In this case, black women are being killed by the very men that they love and support. I find that interesting because what that tells me is that you're, and some of them are women, you're okay with seeing this. That's accepted. But oh my gosh, for someone to actually talk about it and put it on YouTube, that lets you know there are a lot of sick people. There are a lot of mammies and these dusties. They need to be on one planet and let what happened happen. People, it's crazy to me. But you're not upset at the fact that women are losing their lives. Oh, he wouldn't do that. You're so negative. I'm a realist. Look like dust, act like dust. It's probably dust. Now, there's a lot of reports on this. I saw one report that says that guess what? A divorce was looming, people. Yep. I saw one that said they were going to be getting a divorce. And if it's about, it would not surprise me. I thought about that with Martell, where he didn't have. I think it was it. They got the divorce. He and Lovely Melody, and she had the business license, and he didn't. No, of course not. We shouldn't be surprised because he's probably busy dealing with coleslaw. Getting somebody pregnant outside the marriage. He's probably busy doing that, spreading that junk around. And then you look up. Well, Melody has the builder's license. It was some kind of license. And Martell didn't have it. No, no kidding. Really? And I thought about this case here. I wonder, even though he may have helped her, I wonder if she was a foundation for the business. I do wonder, because women, especially when they're in business, they're very smart. I do wonder because there was a report saying that they were going to be getting a divorce. So it made me wonder if it was possible that maybe the business may have been in her name, you know? That's why when it's about to go down bad, don't argue with these men. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't try not to argue. We can agree to disagree. Again, try not to argue. These dusties can turn deadly. So I heard about a divorce that was coming. So you know what that means? It makes me wonder if they were fighting over that business, and she might have had everything in her name. And more than likely, you know, could he have run it into the ground? She seemed to be the brains of the operation. Sometimes, ladies, especially when it gets to divorce, it's best, and you're sharing quarters, it's best to just walk away. Let the lawyers do all the fighting. You don't have to play your hand. These dusties are deadly. I don't care what nationality, north, south, international does, north, south, east, west. These dusties are deadly. I saw a report that said he tried to claim self-defense, saying, "Oh, she could have lived 300 pounds," so he claimed he feared for his life against his wife. Really? Sometimes success can come. See, sometimes people will help you, but you understand this too. Sometimes they may help you, but they don't really expect for you to be successful. People don't realize that. They may help you, but they might think, oh, nothing gonna really happen. But then, osh, gosh, bigosh, something does happen, and you're successful and you did well. I didn't think that was gonna happen, and it did happen. Huh. They'll be sleeping. What is it? Sleeping with the enemy, sleeping right beside you, and hating you all along. Sometimes people don't want you to be that successful. Maybe a little bit of success. You got a job, you can make it, but not too much successful. Hatred. Love can change to hate. If it was ever there, it can change to hate. Look on the screen, all the smiles. I think he hated that woman. Listen to what they said. Check it.
This is one of the big problems in this is that forensically this was incredibly difficult because the remains had been out in the open for 133 days. They noticed that there was a lot of damage to the head and neck. And Andre went on to tell investigators later that this was an accident that came as a result of this fight. She hit the floor. He kicked her. He didn't mean to kill her. She dies. Well, he said he was so angry after he had disposed of her body in the field.
Now keep in mind, it's already happened. And I believe the daughter may have seen it because she was upstairs. And one report said he left the daughter and went up there and took her to her room, came back down, she was dead. So keep in mind, this is when the love goes wrong. At this point, her body has been removed from their home. It was found in that field, been gone for over 100 days, I think 133 days. So keep in mind, her body is gone, okay? You've had time to calm down. Listen to this.
That he goes back out there with a hammer. This was an accident that came as a result of this fight. She hit the floor. He kicked her. He didn't mean to kill her. She dies. Well, he said he was so angry after he had disposed of her body in the field that he goes back out there with a hammer, a claw hammer, and pulverizes her head and her neck. Now, was that because he was angry, or was that because he was trying to destroy evidence of what he had actually done? Getting back to
He wouldn't do that. You sound so, you are always being negative. But they forget what's being reported.
Well, he said he was so angry after he had disposed of her body in the field that he goes back out there with a hammer, a claw hammer, and pulverizes her head and her neck.
And you think he love you? Is that love? I wouldn't want it. Pulverizes just beat her head and her neck. Sounds like hate to me. He's disposed of the body, goes back out there. And what they're saying is that. And with a claw hammer and pulverizes her head and her neck. The hatred is that strong. People are doing what they want to do. A 133 days. So what's going to happen now to the business? It'll probably go under. Because she's no longer here. He's been, I believe, arrested. They're going through the trial now, I believe. Child lives just ruined. She's gone. His life ruined. Daughter ruined. Jeepers! Now what's going to happen so who's going to raise the child, y'all? And with what? I'm sure the money be used to defend him. Who's going to raise the child? Think about that. Generational wealth just down the drain. I doubt they'll keep the house, probably to sell the house. So the money will probably be spent on his legal fees. Who's going to raise their daughter? Who's going to take over that business? Dusty just took a life, his wife, allegedly. Ruined your child's life based on the allegations, based on what he said he did on the report. Just killed out millions of dollars in generational wealth. Just ruined probably a lot of jobs. What's going to happen now? Nobody's going to have you just come in and start working. What's going to happen to the business? I keep telling you, Dusty's bring drama, death, heartache, and trauma. The financial implications. They are the reason for a lot of kids being an orphan. The financial implications is too many dust buckets in a nation. She's gone. Child's life, we're going to lose both parents. Mom dead, he'll probably end up in jail where it belongs based on what he say he's done. House, liquidate, state sale, probably for his old raggedy legal fees. What'll happen to the business? Build all that up and for a dust bucket to tear it all down. And you wonder why. Build all that up for a dust bucket to tear it down. Unbelievable. Build it up and now look, it's all just come crumbling down. Why? This right here. People get divorces. People get divorces. She could have operated those businesses and just say, hey, 50-50. They could have split the profit. But oh no! I want you dead. Seriously. They're so irrational, so stupid. So irrational, so stupid, so emotional, so dumb, so dangerous. You wonder why some of these women be like, nah, I'm going to go it alone. Honey, you bet? You think? What if all employees, what's going to happen? Who's going to take over? Let me guess. Brad and them might come in and buy the business for pennies on the dollar. You never know. So, and in doing so, she's already hit the ground running, got a successful multi-millions of dollars. If it's worth maybe 20 million, they might come in and buy for 7 million, walking in with 13 million in equity in the business. Why? Another wealth transfer through death. I tell you, they kill out in this community. They will kill. It's international dust. They kill out the best and brightest. So the business may be sold to someone else at a fraction of the cost. Another wealth transfer. Why? This right here. Another wealth transfer. This right here. The talent, the money maker, gone. Why? This right here. If they don't do a wealth transfer because they know how to run with a ball, might not can hardly read, do some kind of sports event, they do wealth transfers every day by killing out the talent. Every day. Somebody come and buy pennies on a dollar or for a fraction at a discount. Another wealth transfer. These are dumb, diabolical. But hey, do what you want. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you all think. Again, I'm going to play it one more time. Talk about sleeping with the enemy.
After she disappeared, Andre is arrested, charged with first-degree murder, and he pleads not guilty.
I don't want to stay in that part right there.
We found blood on the pocket of the jeans.
So it must have happened in the house.
Had suspicions about Andre. Without a body, none of the evidence collected proved that a murder had occurred. 3 days after she disappeared, Andre is arrested, charged with first-degree murder, and he pleads not guilty.
What did the investigation, the autopsy, reveal about what happened to Andreen?
This is one of the big problems in this is that forensically this was incredibly difficult because the remains had been out in the open for 133 days. they noticed that there was a lot of damage to the head and neck. And Andre went on to tell investigators later that this was an accident that came as a result of this fight. She hit the floor, he kicked her, he didn't mean to kill her, she dies. Well, he said he was so angry after he had disposed of her body in the field that he goes back out there with a hammer, a claw hammer, and pulverizes her head and her neck. Now,
Dusty, spring drama, death, heartache, and trauma. The financial implications. There's too many dust buckets in the nation. And I'm out.